Yo, this is one I wanted to speak on. Talking about a lot of these rappers and artists getting killed, and it's sad. It's always sad, but you also have to look at this deeper than right. So I don't know who this rapper Rollie Bands is. I To be honest, these rappers it seems like they come out the woodwork like roaches, but he was popular. Apparently, a lot of people liked his music, but he was also one of those artists who always got to put that real face on. Like, oh, ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. I'm a OG. This blah blah blah. Whatever they say. I don't know. But this particular one was interesting because if anybody's screaming, justice for this and justice for that, um, really gotta really gotta reconsider how you thinking about these situations. So let's just get into it and then we'll talk a little more about it. So it says Tampa rapper Rollie Bands shot and killed after posting an IG message to his killers. I haven't really looked too deeply into the story. I saw it on another outlet. I have not listened to this dude's music or seen any of his videos. I have no opinions on his artistic talent or whatever he may be into. I'm just going based on the knowledge presented here. So next slide. This is what Rollie Bands posted on his social media. A lot of these niggas know where I live at, for real. I sleep in peace. If a nigga want smoke, I'm at my crib in 5 minutes. So you have the wherewithal to see that you have enemies. You know that you have enemies in the world. You know you have enemies within very close proximity. And they'll take any chance they can get to knock you off, right? So you're already living life with your head behind your shoulders, having to look behind your shoulders every 5 minutes. Then you go and make it easier by advertising that you're at home, knowing that these people know where you live, knowing that they probably want you dead, and you literally invite them to your doorstep. Okay? Next slide. Minutes before Tampa rapper Rollie Bands was shot and killed, he invited his killers to his home. Bands sent a social media challenge to his killers on Instagram. That's what we just read, that one there. So, the killers pulled up 5 minutes later and opened fire. Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call of a man down at 3:30 p.m. Friday, July 22nd. Deputies found the aspiring rapper laying face down in the parking lot of the IQ Apartments on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. Bands was suffering from a single gunshot wound and later pronounced dead at a local hospital. Police say the unknown assailants fled the scene before deputies arrived. So, exactly 5 minutes later, you said you were going to be there in 5 minutes. These people literally went on Google Maps and typed in the fastest directions to get to your house to make sure that they got there when you got there. They must have been posted up around the corner how fast they got there. Like, I don't know what's that about, but literally 5 minutes later, you get shot and killed. I'm sorry, but it's hard for me to feel sorry for that. And it's hard for me to feel sorry for a lot of these murder cases I hear about. People always want to say, free this person, free that person. Or, justice for Pookie and Ray Ray. That's what I call them. I don't know if y'all ever watch Phil Scott on YouTube, but that's what we call them, Pookie and Ray Rays. But when people literally invite this drama and this violence into their lives, it's hard to feel sorry for them. All right, because all it's doing when we advocate for these situations, and we advocate for the people who are, I guess, the victims of the situation. Technically, he is still a victim. Rollie Bands is a victim. It's sad that he got shot, but he literally asked for it. Okay, so I can't see him as a victim. I see him as a beneficiary of his own desire, which was to invite smoke to his front door, and that's what he got. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't prepared. He was clout chasing so hard that he probably thought, you know what, I'm good, man. I'm Rollie Bands. I got a million followers, and I got stacks. I got a fat contract. My music popping. Blah 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 blah. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Ain't nobody gonna say shit. You know how these people think. And at the end of the day, you lose your life. All that crap you just spewed doesn't matter because your life is now gone. All right. Now, even when shoot, what was his name? I forget. Please forgive me. Not too well versed in the celebrity world. I forget his name. The brother who died in L.A. Crap. Everybody was talking, but I forget. See, because I didn't even listen to his music like that. Because a lot of his music is low vibrational, man, and that's where this shit comes from. It's cyclical in the sense that they grow up listening to this music, and that's the image and that's the mindset that is implanted in them in their most impressionable years, and they grow up and then they spew the same stuff that they heard while they were growing up, and then they take on the same lifestyle, and then the next generation hears it and does the same exact thing. um you know Even those who oh man, it almost came to mind just now, even those who try to do good or who try to turn over a new leaf in their life, you know what, things catch up with you. And that's not to say nobody deserves a second chance. If you truly change, if you've truly repented, of course everybody deserves a second chance. But we all also have our time, and we all also have to pay the price for our own sins. And so even if you change your life, that sin could be repaid years down the line after you've already walked away from that life. And it's unfortunate, but, you reap what you sow. Don't sow bad seeds and you won't sprout foul fruit, rotten fruit. And so, stop clout chasing. That's the moral of the story here. Stop clout chasing. What's what who does it benefit when you sit here and act like you're king of the world? You have billions of people in this world, and you think you have no enemies. Even people who don't live that kind of lifestyle have enemies that probably do want them dead, but they're never. A lot of people don't do enough, or the people they deal with aren't on that kind of time. They still probably don't. They still probably hate their guts, but they're not inviting that kind of energy into their life. And so 9 times out of 10, they're not going to get it. You only get what you ask for. That's why the power of life and death lies in the tongue. And that's why the pen is mightier than the sword. Because what you say, more often than not, comes back to haunt you. That's why positive affirmations are a thing. That's why we put, that's why we wake up and we say, today is going to be a good day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the store and get me some ingredients for this meal I want to make. And I'm going to eat it and watch my favorite show and read a book. And it's just going to be a good day. And guess what? When people say that and then they do that, it turns out to be a pretty damn good day. So don't put negativity on your tongue. Don't invite negativity into your life. If somebody's coming at you with some drama, somebody's coming at you with some nonsense, push it away. Tell them, look, I'm good on that, man. I don't want nothing to do with that, because you're just inviting a different kind of energy into my life that I didn't need. It wasn't here before, and before you step into the picture, and I'm not gonna be the one to, I'm good. Leave that where you be. Who are you trying to prove yourself to when you're telling people, I'm at my house, come pull up if you want that smoke? So really, you're the one who made the threat. You made the threat. And I'm talking about in this specific instance with the Rollie Bands. Like, you made the threat because you said, if you want that smoke, come to my house. I'll be there in 5 minutes. So you can't get mad, or people can't get mad when these sorts of things happen. We can get sad. We can grieve and mourn all we want. But if we're unwilling to change our ways, if we're only willing to address the problem at the surface level, at the root level, then it doesn't matter. And no one should feel sorry in these instances. Especially if you believe in God, if you truly believe in God, if you believe in the God of the Bible, and he tells you that the sins of every man shall be revisited upon not just him, but the next generation and the generation after that. He tells you that. And it happens. And you still don't believe him. And you still call him evil. You still wonder why things are the way they are. You still wonder why the world is the way it is. God telling you exactly how to live and everything that you need to know to live a peaceful and a fruitful life. And you don't want to do it. And then you get confused and upset when it goes exactly the way he said it's going to go. He says it's not going to end well for you. It doesn't end well for you. Whose fault is that? It's your fault. 99% of our problems are our own fault. We really have to start taking accountability for what we do and what we say, what we think, how we move, where we go, when we go. I wake up every day. I don't wake up every day with a plan, but when I do have it in my mind to do something, to say something, whatever, to go somewhere, I map it out to the T. I'm the kind of person that if you tell me you're going to be there at 7:05, I'm going to expect you to be there at 7:05. And I'm going to set up all of my plans for that day to make sure everything I need to do for the day is done and that I'm going to get there and by the time 7:05 hits. I don't like to be a second late because I don't like to keep people waiting because I don't like people waiting. I don't like to wait on anybody else. I wouldn't want anybody to wait on me. Right? So that's what I'm saying, wake up, set your intentions for the day. Positive intentions only. Block all the drama, block all the bullshit out of your life. If you feel the need, if you have so many enemies that you feel the need to invite them to your doorstep and prove to them that you're not scared of them, then you're just doing life all wrong. You're doing life completely wrong. And who knows, a lot of people say a precious soul was snatched. We don't know if that soul was precious. We don't know what the fuck was going on in that soul. A lot of people out here are evil. And it's okay to address them as such. It's okay to label them as such. Let's stop pretending that evil doesn't exist. Matter of fact, God created evil. God used evil to punish us. The evil is within us because we're the ones who are rebelling against the natural order. We're the ones who are telling God, we don't like what you've set up for us here. We don't like what you've dictated for us here. We're gonna go do our own thing, and God gives you the freedom to go do your own thing. But when your actions are responded to in kind, hey, that's your fault and that's your problem. And no one should feel sorry because God doesn't feel sorry.